Hello, howdy, hi, and welcome back, my gamers, to another B-Dog's adventure. Stop reading the title, it's a spoiler. So this one... Okay, obviously I can't fucking glaze past it. This is a story about getting a guy evicted, lol, but trust me, it's not my fault, I promise. So I show up to this grand ol' apartment complex townhome HOA type beat. And we're going through and we're banging on people's doors saying, hey, you're gonna get brand new internet, let me inside your home. I don't care you had a competitor, get the fuck out while I'm doing my work, please. So I go through and we go out to our little house boxes, these might look familiar, and we're getting our input lines all connected up, so hey, you're getting our service deal with it. And it's not like a bring your own router type style. Hey, you're getting the full package. You got a modem, you got a fucking router, you get free Wi-Fi now. It's not free, it's built into your rent. But we're on the last day of this project, and it took a couple of days. It was a big complex. It was about, I think, 80 units in total, and we basically had to redo every single connection from head to toe and retone out all of our signal, rebalance it, because it was a bit wonky for a bit. Take a shot every time I say bip or bit or or mispronounce a word, and you'll be dead by the end of it. Watch this on a weekend, gamer, not a weekday. But we finally get to one guy's house and we're banging on the door, and there's no answer. Until finally, a guy opens it up, and this is Gale. I don't know how to pronounce, I think that's an umlau? I think that's the term. I'm like 33% German, but I don't understand grammatic structure across the world. But that's besides the point, gamers. I'm getting distracted again. I'm talking to Gale, and he opens up the door and he just starts screaming. He's like, I'm working right now. I can't have any interruptions. I don't want it. And then he slams the door and he leaves. And I just sit back and I go, oh, okay then. Sounds good. We'll be back later. About 2 hours pass. It's about 4 o'clock, and this is the final unit we have to get to. So we go ahead, we knock on the door, and I mean, we are policeman knocking on the door. Gale opens it up, and he just screams at us. I mean, just yelling. And I brought other team members with, because this is drama. This is hot gossip. This is the stuff you come to my YouTube channel to learn about. There's no learning being done. This is just gossip of the workplace. So Gale's fucking screaming at us. He's like, your company sucks. I didn't want any of this stuff to go through. I'm losing my DirecTV and I have to have your shitty cable. And, you know, my feelings are getting hurt because I'm just like, we got good cables, sir. You only have to pay half of your salary each month to afford it. It's a good product, sir. And he's yelling, and he's like, I don't fucking want it, and he slams the door again. And at this point is where things might be looked down upon, but unfortunately, in moments where we have been denied entry twice into a unit, we have to go to the property manager. Hold on, I was not prepared. So we go ahead, we get the property manager, Martine. Hey, I'm pretty sure that's not how I should pronounce it, but I like saying Martine. You are depressed. This makes sense. Stop crying. You're making this awkward. So we bring Martine along, and she knocks on the door, and we find out that Gale is actually a substitute second grade teacher. And this is also during, like, you know, the before times when you weren't allowed to go outside ever. He was teaching over Zoom, so he needed his internet so he wouldn't drop his class full of second graders. Now, I don't know how well you learn at home for second graders, but I know for my degree, it fucking sucked not having in classroom time, because I also didn't have the willpower and responsibility to learn on my own. It's an absolute marvelous miracle that I have a bachelor's of science. But that is the conundrum we faced during that time. But we'd bang on the door, and Gale barely opens it up, and he's about to start fucking laying in. And Martine says, "If you yell at me, that's strike 3." And he shuts the fuck up. And at this point, I did not know that there was any issues or tension between these two folks. But he says, "I responded to the email, I opted out of it." And she comes in going all bad news bears. "Hey, brother, you don't get a choice. You don't actually fucking own this place. You're gonna have to deal with it. We won't disconnect you from your service for now, but we will be hooking ours up so in the future, and you can leave it unplugged and not even powered in. We just need to edit the fittings and the connection points to actually just have our box in here. So we won't mess up your service. We just need to install the physical equipment in the unit. It doesn't have to be operational." And that is simply, unequivocally not good enough. And Gale blows a fucking gasket. Brother, when I tell you I haven't seen a man get this red since our football coach in high school watched fucking... That's a little bit too much information. I had to edit out my example right there because I accidentally leaked my hometown. That's besides the point, gamers. Anyway, he blows up monumental, red in the face. "Yo, a baby was born." Just red in the face, see the neck vein bulging. He looks like a guy from a 90s sitcom yelling at a preschooler. It's incredible. And he slams the door in Martine's face. Like, I'm surprised this bitch didn't bust off the hinges and fucking slap her with the force of 20 million suns, or at least 6 Charizards, you know? And I'm just staring at her as she's really depressed and fragile and having less defense. She calmly walks away, goes to her unit. 2 minutes later, has a big ol' sticker. Puts it on his door, smacks a staple gun 4 times. Bang, 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 bang. 30-day to vacate notice. Notice of eviction. So that is the story about how my cable company got a 2nd grade substitute teacher fucking evicted from his home post, like, during the last stretches of the pandemic. So I don't know if that makes us the bad guys in this situation, but this easily could have been solved by Brother Bear having 2 inches of anger management lessons. Because how can you be a 2nd grade teacher and just scream in the face of another human being like that? So, moral of the story is, don't yell at your cable guy, because he'll just blow up your house or some shit. I know where your gas lines are. I'll see you in the next one.